After months of negotiations, workers at the Marathon Petroleum refinery are on strike. About 270 members of Teamsters Local 283 walked off the job at 5 a.m. CBS Detroit's Andres Gutierrez is live on the picket line on South 4th Street in Southwest Detroit with a look at their demands. Andres.
Well, Rochelle, above all, they are looking for a raise to keep up with inflation. Union leaders tell me that they're not being slick by being out here. They just simply feel that Marathon has been dragging their feet at the bargaining table. I mean, talks began all the way back in December. They just hope that the oil giant can now see that they mean business.
It was a last resort. It wasn't, they forced us out. This isn't something we wanted.
But with their patience for a fair contract on empty, just before dawn, members of Local 283 took to the picket line outside the Marathon refinery in Southwest Detroit.
We understand in negotiation, nobody is going to get everything, and we're willing to meet in the middle.
The nearly 300 workers, including chemists, mechanics, and electricians, have been without a contract since January.
Marathon only wants to give a 3% raise, which is nowhere close to inflation in this day and age, as you know. And also they want to take away our work, so subcontracting is a major issue with us. We need the language that protects our work and our workers to keep their jobs.
Union leaders are pushing to get them a 6% raise to keep up with inflation and point out that the workers haven't had a raise since COVID, despite Marathon making huge profits.
Well, we stuck in there. We came to work every day and supported them. You know, we did what we had to do. You know, conditions were, it was scary back then, but we had to do what we had to do, and we supported them, and we just kind of wish they would support us.
In a statement, Marathon said they've been negotiating in good faith and are disappointed the union is engaging in a strike, but they've, quote, implemented plans to continue safely operating the facility with trained and qualified Marathon employees, and a safe and orderly handover to these experienced team members has been completed. The safety of our employees, contractors, and the community remain our top priority.
We here 365 days a year, so they can't operate it the way we do. They just can't. I mean, they might know the process, but they don't know how to operate it here.
That's the common sentiment among the rank and file over those temporary workers who are keeping the operations going at the facility that refines 140,000 barrels of oil a day. What are some of the safety concerns you guys have over these workers?
Not having the experience. That's a bit, having the experience and working here at the job day in and day out, it's a big deal. It's knowing how to react and where to react. When something goes wrong, you need to be fast and know what you're doing. To come in from out of town and only be here for a couple weeks, like I said, it takes us 9 months to a year just to get qualified.
And now back out live, members out here are doing 1 out of 3 8-hour shifts they signed up for based on seniority as they plan to keep the strike going until they can reach a new deal. Reporting live this afternoon in Southwest Detroit, I'm Andres Gutierrez, CBS News, Detroit.